Hi guys, this is your second video for Friday's lesson where we are solving a quadratic equation just by taking the square root. Okay, I know that a lot of us tend to think that these need to be a lot harder than they have to be, but they don't. I'm going to do two of them right here for you just so you have them in case you need them. Remember, the trick to these is to actually think about, what would happen if that exponent wasn't there? How would I solve this? Well, okay, I would subtract 4 and then divide by 6. You're still going to do that. You are still going to subtract 4 and divide by 6. The only difference is when we get to the bottom, okay, we'll have a 6x squared equals a 54 when I divide by 6 here. When I get down to my last line, instead of having x equals a 9, I will have x squared equals a 9. All I have to do is to remember that to undo squaring something, I take the square root. And so then we have x equals, and because we're in FST, which is the big kid math, we need to have a positive negative 3. We got two solutions, plus or minus 3. So there's the first one for you. Okay. Over here, the very first thing that I see is that I'm taking 2 times some quantity in parentheses for the 2 times the quantity x minus 4 squared equals 12. Again, I have to ask myself, what would I do if this squared wasn't there? Well, yeah, you could distribute, but you don't really want to do that because it's going to be easier to divide by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 2 first. So when I divide by 2, obviously that's going to cancel on my left, and so I will have x minus 4 quantity squared equals a 6. Well, I need to get at that x. The whole point of solving an equation is to get the x by itself, to isolate that variable. Well, in order for me to isolate that variable, I have this exponent, this square here that I have to take care of. Well, undo your squaring. Okay. So then, of course, my square root and my exponent are going to cancel each other out, and I will just have x minus 4 equals, and actually I don't even really need to write it in parentheses. Let me get rid of that once I take the square root of it. X minus 4 equals, and again, big kid math, positive and negative radical 6. Okay, the only thing that I have left to do here is to add 4 to both sides to get that x all by itself. So I will have x equals 4 plus or minus radical 6. And that type of an answer should look familiar to you. We get that type of answer the most when we are doing quadratic formula, which we'll do on Monday, but you've seen it before, so you kind of know that, oh, my answer is 4 plus radical 6, and my answer is 4 minus radical 6. Okay,